The Kansas City Chiefs, fresh off another deep playoff run in 2024, are gearing up for the 2025 NFL season with a roster blending veteran leadership and youthful potential. Despite falling short of a historic three-peat in Super Bowl 59, the Chiefs remain a powerhouse in the AFC. However, with strong competition from teams like the Philadelphia Eagles and Buffalo Bills, the emergence of breakout players is critical to sustaining their championship pedigree. Recent roster changes, including key draft picks and free agency moves, have set the stage for young talent to shine. The Chiefs' front office, led by Brett Veach, has a knack for uncovering gems, and 2025 could see several players take significant leaps forward. Offensive breakout candidates. 1. Josh Simmons, offensive tackle. The Chiefs selected Ohio State offensive tackle Josh Simmons in the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft to address their glaring need for a reliable left tackle to protect Patrick Mahomes' blindside. Simmons, despite rehabbing an Achilles injury from his final college season, impressed head coach Andy Reid during rookie minicamp with his movement skills. Expected to be ready for the start of the 2025 season, Simmons could solidify the offensive line, which struggled in 2024. His potential to compete with veteran Jalen Moore for the starting role makes him a prime candidate for a breakout year. A strong left tackle is vital for the Chiefs' high-powered offense, and Simmons' athleticism and technique could make him a cornerstone for years to come. 2. Jalen Royals, wide receiver. Drafted in the fourth round of the 2025 NFL Draft from Utah State, Jalen Royals brings speed and yards after catch, YAC, ability to the Chiefs' receiving corps. With Rashee Rice and Hollywood Brown returning from injuries, and Xavier Worthy already established as a deep threat, Royals has a chance to carve out a role as a dynamic slot receiver. Analysts, including Chris Trapasso of CBS Sports, praise Royals' fit with Mahomes and Reid's offensive scheme, noting his ability to turn short passes into big gains. His contributions on special teams as a return specialist could also boost his impact, making him a sleeper candidate for a breakout season. 3. Brashard Smith, running back. The Chiefs added speed to their backfield with the 7th-round selection of SMU's Brashard Smith in the 2025 NFL Draft. With Isaiah Pacheco, Elijah Mitchell, and Kareem Hunt all facing contract expirations after 2025, Smith has an opportunity to earn significant snaps. His explosive upside and versatility as a kick returner align with the Chiefs' goal of adding big play potential to the offense. While Smith may start as a complementary piece, his ability to break long runs could see him emerge as a key contributor, especially if the Chiefs lean on a committee approach in the backfield. Defensive stars on the rise. 4. Jaden Hicks, safety. With Justin Reid's departure to New Orleans, the Chiefs' secondary has a void that second-year safety Jaden Hicks is poised to fill. Selected as Pro Football Focus breakout candidate for Kansas City, Hicks has the size, range, and tackling ability to thrive in Steve Spagnuolo's aggressive defensive scheme. His development in coverage and ability to make plays in the backfield could elevate the Chiefs' defense, which needs to counter elite AFC quarterbacks like Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Hicks' potential to lock down a starting role makes him a critical piece for 2025. 5. Ashton Gillotte, defensive end. The Chiefs' pass rush, led by George Karlaftis' 8 sacks in 2024, needs more consistent production from other edge players. Third-round pick Ashton Gillotte from Louisville is expected to make an immediate impact. Described as a high-motor player with a sizable NFL frame, Gillotte's ability to pressure quarterbacks could complement Karlaftis and bolster the Chiefs' defensive front. With veterans like Mike Dana and Felix Anudike-Uzomah returning, Gillotte's hustle and technique could earn him significant playing time, potentially leading to a breakout rookie campaign. The new era of the Chiefs. The Chiefs have a storied history of developing talent, from Patrick Mahomes to Travis Kelce, and this 2025 rookie class, among the youngest in the NFL with an average age of 22.14 years, signals the dawn of a new era. General Manager Brett Veach's draft strategy earned high marks from analysts like Sam Monson and Mel Kiper Jr., who praised the team's ability to address needs without sacrificing value. Players like Simmons, Royals, and Hicks embody the Chiefs' commitment to building a sustainable contender. With Andy Reid's coaching and Mahomes' leadership, these young stars are primed to contribute to another Super Bowl run. The Chiefs' championship pedigree hinges on their ability to integrate these breakout candidates into an already loaded roster. The offensive line, bolstered by Simmons, could finally provide Mahomes with the protection he needs to dissect defenses. Meanwhile, defensive additions like Hicks and Gillotte will be crucial in slowing down high-powered offenses in the AFC. As Kansas City aims for a fourth straight Super Bowl appearance, these players represent the next generation of Chiefs greatness. Concluding thoughts and call to action. The Kansas City Chiefs 2025 season is shaping up to be an exciting blend of established stars and emerging talent. Josh Simmons, Jalen Royals, Brashard Smith, Jaden Hicks, and Ashton Gillotte are poised to make significant impacts, potentially transforming the Chiefs roster into an even more formidable unit. Their development will be key as Kansas City navigates a competitive AFC landscape and pursues another Lombardi trophy. Which of these players do you think will have the biggest impact in 2025? Share your thoughts below and stay tuned for more Chiefs updates as the season approaches. The Chiefs' next big thing: breaking down the 2025 NFL Draft. The Chiefs' current landscape. The Kansas City Chiefs entered the 2025 offseason as a perennial powerhouse, having reached the Super Bowl 5 times in the past 6 years, securing 3 championships. However, their 40-22 loss to the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 59 exposed critical weaknesses, particularly at offensive tackle and in the passing game, where Patrick Mahomes faced a career-high 6 sacks and the team managed just 23 first-half yards. Despite a stellar 15-2 regular season in 2024, the Chiefs' aura of invincibility took a hit, underscoring the need for roster upgrades to maintain their AFC dominance against rivals like the Buffalo Bills and Baltimore Ravens. Strengths. The Chiefs boast an elite core, with Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Chris Jones, and coach Andy Reid leading the charge. The secondary, anchored by Trent McDuffie and Jaden Hicks, remains a strength, and the linebacker trio of Nick Bolton, Drew Tranquill, and Leo Chenal is among the league's best. The receiving core, featuring Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, and Hollywood Brown, offers speed and versatility. Weaknesses. The offensive line, particularly at left tackle, struggled in 2024, with Wanya Morris and Kingsley Suamataia failing to solidify the position. The pass rush, despite George Karlaftis' 8 sacks, lacked consistent production beyond Chris Jones, with edge players like Mike Dana and Felix Anudike-Uzomah combining for just 7 sacks. The running game also needs a spark, as Isaiah Pacheco's injury recovery and impending free agency create uncertainty. Key departures and acquisitions. The Chiefs lost defensive tackles Tershawn Wharton, Panthers, and Derrick Nady, Jets, offensive lineman Joe Thuney, traded to Bears, and offensive tackle DJ Humphries, 49ers. In free agency, they signed left tackle Jalen Moore, 2-year, $30 million, cornerback Christian Fulton, 2-year, $20 million, running back Elijah Mitchell, 1 year, up to $3.5 million, and quarterback Gardner Minshew. They also re-signed key players like Nick Bolton, 3-year, $45 million, Kareem Hunt, and Juju Smith-Schuster, maintaining roster continuity. Salary cap situation. With the NFL salary cap rising to $279.2 million in 2025, the Chiefs are approximately $12 million under the cap, per Arrowhead Pride. Trading Thuney cleared $16 million, but Mahomes' contract and upcoming extensions for players like Creed Humphrey limit their flexibility, making the draft crucial for cost-controlled talent. The 2025 NFL Draft Landscape. The 2025 NFL Draft class is noted for its depth rather than elite top-end talent, particularly at offensive tackle, defensive line, and wide receiver, key areas of need for the Chiefs. Analysts describe the class as lacking blue-chip prospects but rich in Day 2 and Day 3 value, ideal for a team picking late like Kansas City, number 32 overall. The Chiefs entered the draft with 8 picks, including 2 third-rounders and 2 seventh-rounders, bolstered by compensatory selections and the L'Jarius Sneed trade. Positions of need. Offensive tackle. The Chiefs desperately need a long-term solution at left tackle to protect Mahomes. The 2025 class features athletic tackles like Ohio State's Josh Simmons and Oregon's Josh Connolly Jr., though many have injury concerns or need refinement. Defensive line. With only Chris Jones and Fabian Lovett as established defensive tackles, Kansas City targeted interior and edge players to boost their pass rush and run defense. Wide receiver. Despite a crowded receiver room, the Chiefs sought a dynamic slot receiver to complement Worthy and Rice. Running back. With Pacheco, Hunt, and Mitchell all free agents after 2025, a young, explosive back was a priority. Top prospects and fit. Josh Simmons, OT, Ohio State a first-round pick, number 32. Simmons is a dynamic athlete with a 82.2 PFF pass-blocking grade but is recovering from a patellar tendon tear. His polished technique fits Reid's quick passing scheme. Omar Normanlott, DT, Tennessee selected in the second round, number 63. Norman Lott's 11 sacks in 2023 show his pass rush upside, ideal for Steve Spagnuolo's aggressive fronts. Ashton Gillotte, DE, Louisville a third-round pick, number 66. Gillotte's high motor style mirrors Karlaftis, offering rotational edge depth. Jalen Royals, WR, Utah State a fourth-round steal, number 133. Royals' YAC ability and special teams value align with Kansas City's love for versatile playmakers. Sleeper picks, SMU running back Brashard Smith, 7th round, number 228, was a late gem, with his 4.4 speed and receiving skills drawing comparisons to Pacheco. Oregon linebacker Jeffrey Bassa, 5th round, number 156, could emerge as a special teams ace with starter potential. The 2025 draft class, headlined by Simmons, Royals, Gillotte, and Smith, positions the Chiefs for sustained success. Simmons addresses the critical left tackle need, potentially transforming the offensive line into a strength alongside Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith. Royals and Smith add explosive depth to the offense, reducing Mahomes' burden, 72.5% of offensive yards in 2024. Defensively, Gillotte and Norman Lott bolster the trenches, ensuring Spagnuolo's unit remains disruptive even as Chris Jones ages. These rookies align with the Chiefs' philosophy of drafting young, durable players with high upside, as seen with past hits like Pacheco and McDuffie. The class's versatility, Simmons' tackle flexibility, Royals' return skills, Smith's dual threat ability, enhances Reed's schematic creativity and special teams coordinator Dave Tubbs' impact. With an average rookie age of 22.14, this group offers cost-controlled talent through 2028, crucial as Mahomes' cap hit grows. The Chiefs' playing style will likely evolve into a more balanced attack, with Simmons enabling longer dropbacks and Smith adding a home run threat in the run game. Defensively, Gillotte and Norman Lott support Spagnuolo's aggressive blitz packages, maintaining Kansas City's ability to pressure quarterbacks like Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Super Bowl chances. Despite the Super Bowl 59 setback, the Chiefs remain favorites to win the AFC in 2025, with Mahomes, Reed, and a reloaded roster. The additions of Simmons and Gillotte address two of the three key questions from 2024, offensive line and pass rush, though the running back situation hinges on Pacheco's health and Smith's development. With a favorable $12 million cap space and no major roster holes, Kansas City is well positioned for a fourth Super Bowl title in 2026 or 2027, assuming Simmons stays healthy and the pass rush improves. Their dynasty window remains open, with a 60% chance of reaching Super Bowl 60 and a 25% chance of winning it, per my analysis based on roster strength and historical trends. The 2025 draft marks the beginning of the Chiefs' next chapter, blending youth with their championship core. As Mahomes enters his prime, these rookies could be the difference in reclaiming the Lombardi Trophy. Shocking Chiefs roster cut. Joe Thuney's surprise departure before 2025 training camp. The unexpected departure. In a move that sent shockwaves through Chiefs Kingdom, the Kansas City Chiefs traded veteran offensive guard Joe Thuney to the Chicago Bears on March 12, 2025, for a fourth-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. Thuney, a cornerstone of the Chiefs' offensive line since signing a 5-year, $80 million contract in 2021, was instrumental in their 3 Super Bowl victories from 2020 to 2024. His departure, just months before the 2025 training camp, has left fans and analysts reeling, questioning the team's strategy as they aim for another championship. Thuney's contributions to Kansas City's success cannot be overstated. A 3-time Super Bowl champion, twice with the Patriots, once with the Chiefs, Thuney earned Pro Bowl honors in 2023 and consistently ranked among the NFL's top guards, with an 80.1 PFF grade in 2024. His durability, starting all 67 possible games since joining Kansas City, and versatility to play multiple positions made him a linchpin for protecting Patrick Mahomes. Thuney's ability to anchor the interior line against elite defensive tackles like Aaron Donald and Dexter Lawrence was critical in high-stakes games, including Super Bowl 58, where he allowed 0 pressures. The decision to trade Thuney appears driven by salary cap constraints and long-term roster planning. With the 2025 NFL salary cap at $279.2 million, the Chiefs were approximately $12 million under but faced looming extensions for players like center Creed Humphrey and guard Trey Smith. Thuney's $16 million cap hit in 2025 was a significant burden, and trading him cleared that space, per Arrowhead Pride. General manager Brett Veach likely prioritized youth, opting to retain the younger Smith, 25 years old, over Thuney, 32, who will be a free agent in 2026. Additionally, the Chiefs' confidence in rookie Josh Simmons and emerging linemen like Mike Caliendo suggests a shift toward cost-controlled talent, especially after drafting Ohio State tackle Josh Simmons in the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft. The impact on the Chiefs. Thuney's exit reshapes the Chiefs' offensive scheme, particularly their interior pass protection and run-blocking efficiency. Andy Reid's offense relies on quick, rhythm-based passing, which demands a stout offensive line to give Mahomes time to dissect coverages. Thuney's elite pass blocking, 84.2 PFF grade in 2024, was a safety net against aggressive defensive fronts, as seen in Kansas City's 2024 AFC Championship win over Baltimore, where he neutralized Justin Madubike. Without him, the Chiefs risk increased pressure up the middle, which could disrupt Mahomes' pocket presence, evident in Super Bowl 59, where he was sacked 6 times. Potential replacements. Mike Caliendo, an exclusive rights free agent signed through 2025, Caliendo is the frontrunner to replace Thuney at left guard. The 27-year-old started 4 games in 2024, earning a 68.5 PFF grade, but lacks Thuney's consistency against top-tier defensive tackles. His familiarity with Reid's scheme and low cap hit, $1.1 million, make him a cost-effective option. Hunter Nerzad, a 2024 fifth-round pick, Nerzad has experience at guard and center. While raw, his 6 feet 3 inches, 317-pound frame and mobility suit Kansas City's zone-blocking scheme. He's likely a backup but could compete for snaps. 31-24 win in the 1997 divisional round, making this a matchup where Kansas City has consistently dominated. Second, Denver's weaknesses align perfectly with the Chiefs' strengths. The Broncos' offensive line, ranked 22nd in pass block win rate, 58.2%, struggles against aggressive fronts, a vulnerability Kansas City's defensive line, led by Chris Jones, 12.5 sacks in 2024, and George Karlaftis, 8 sacks, is poised to exploit. Bo Nix, while promising, has a 61.3% completion rate under pressure, per PFF, and the Chiefs' blitz-heavy scheme under Steve Spagnuolo, 42% blitz rate, third highest in the NFL, could rattle the rookie. Offensively, Denver's 27th-ranked red zone efficiency, 48.1%, plays into the hands of Kansas City's bend-don't-break defense, which allowed the 5th fewest points per game, 17.6, in 2024. Third, this matchup offers a golden opportunity for the Chiefs to flex their dominance in front of a raucous Arrowhead crowd, widely regarded as the NFL's loudest stadium. A convincing win over a division rival in the playoffs would send a message to AFC contenders like the Baltimore Ravens and Philadelphia Eagles, whom Kansas City could face in Super Bowl 60. After a 40-22 loss to Philly in Super Bowl 59, the Chiefs are hungry to reclaim their throne, and crushing Denver could ignite a historic three-peat run, a feat no NFL team has achieved. Analyzing tagged advantages. Why the Chiefs are favored. The Chiefs enter this matchup as heavy favorites, with FanDuel listing them at minus 10.5 points and minus 450 moneyline odds. Their strengths across the board give them a clear edge. Offensively, Kansas City's passing attack, led by Mahomes, 4,237 yards, 31 touchdowns in 2024, is clicking, with Xavier Worthy, 814 yards, 12 touchdowns, and Rashee Rice, 1,105 yards, forming a dynamic duo. The addition of rookie Jalen Royals, a 4th-round pick with 4.4 speed, adds a yards after-catch threat that could exploit Denver's 19th-ranked pass defense, 223.4 yards per game. The Chiefs' offensive line, bolstered by rookie Josh Simmons at left tackle, allowed just 28 sacks in 2024, tied for 6th fewest, and should hold up against Denver's pass rush, even without Joe Thuney, who was traded in March 2025. Mike Caliendo, stepping in at left guard, posted a 68.5 PFF grade in spot starts, providing stability. Kansas City's ground game, led by Isaiah Pacheco, 1,287 yards, 4.9 yards per carry, and rookie Brashard Smith, could feast on Denver's 23rd-ranked run defense, 128.6 yards per game. Andy Reid's creative play calling, including jet sweeps and misdirection, should keep Denver's linebackers guessing, especially after Pacheco ran for 112 yards in their Week 14 meeting. The Chiefs' 28.2 points per game in 2024, 8th in the NFL, suggest they're primed for a high-scoring performance, particularly in the red zone, where they converted 65.3% of trips into touchdowns. Defensively, the Chiefs are built to neutralize Denver's key playmakers. Cornerback Trent McDuffie, a 2024 first-team All-Pro, can shadow Denver's top receiver, Courtland Sutton, 788 yards, while safety Jaden Hicks' range, 3 interceptions, limits deep shots. Linebacker Nick Bolton's 112 tackles and knack for stopping the run will be crucial against Javonte Williams, who was held to 67 yards on 18 carries in their last matchup. Spagnuolo's ability to disguise coverages and generate pressure, 39 sacks in 2024, should overwhelm Nix, who threw 2 interceptions against Kansas City in 2024. The Chiefs' 12.1% turnover rate on defense, second in the NFL, could force critical mistakes, giving Mahomes short fields to work with. Fan excitement, a buzz in the air. Chiefs Kingdom is electric with anticipation. On X, fans are hyping the matchup, with at Arrowhead Pride posting, "Broncos at Arrowhead in the playoffs?" It's barbecue season, and sharing a meme of Mahomes grilling Denver's defense. A Reddit thread on r/Kansas City Chiefs titled, "Broncos Upset Bills, We Got This," has over 2,000 upvotes, with fans predicting a 30-point Chiefs win. Local radio station 610 Sports KC reported callers flooding the lines, one saying, "This is the perfect chance to bury Denver and start our revenge tour." Tailgate plans are in full swing, with the Kansas City Star noting that Lot M at Arrowhead is hosting a Red Kingdom Rumble pregame party, featuring live music, food trucks, and a Mahomes look-alike contest. Bars like Power and Light's Mosaic Ultra Lounge are planning watch parties, expecting record crowds for the 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time kickoff on CBS. The excitement stems from the Chiefs' 10th straight playoff appearance and the chance to exact revenge after their Super Bowl 59 loss. A poll by Fansided showed 78% of 3,500 Chiefs fans believe this matchup guarantees a trip to the AFC Championship game, with 45% predicting a Super Bowl 60 berth. The prospect of Mahomes, now 29, cementing his legacy with a 4th ring has galvanized the fanbase, with season ticket renewals up 15% from 2024, per the Chiefs' official site. Merchandise sales, particularly for Worthy and Pacheco jerseys, are surging at Rally House stores, reflecting the playoff fever gripping Kansas City. Looking ahead, a potential for greatness. A decisive win over Denver could propel the Chiefs toward a historic playoff run. Advancing to the AFC Championship game, which Kansas City would host as the number 1 seed, sets up a potential clash with the number 3 seed Baltimore Ravens, who defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers in the wild card round. The Chiefs split their 2024 series with Baltimore, winning 27-20 in Week 1, and a victory here could pave the way for a Super Bowl 60 matchup against NFC favorites like the Philadelphia Eagles or Detroit Lions. Kansas City's 7-0 record in divisional round games with Mahomes underscores their ability to peak in January, and a blowout over Denver would boost momentum. The stakes are monumental. A 4th Super Bowl title would tie Mahomes with Tom Brady and Joe Montana for the most by a quarterback, while Andy Reid could join Bill Belichick as the only coaches with 5 rings. The Chiefs' 2025 draft class, including Simmons, Royals, and defensive end Ashton Gillotte, adds depth to a roster already loaded with stars like Travis Kelce and Chris Jones. Despite losing Thuney, Kansas City's $12 million cap space and Brett Veach's savvy